Hey there guys, welcome to this week's episode. This week we're going to be talking about where I see music going and shows, more specifically going in the future, where it was in the past, and how I think it's going to evolve in the coming months, and then after this whole quarantine thing ends. So let's get to it. So let's start with where music used to be, or is still kind of right now. So when you go to a show, or when you go to a festival, a lot of time, and it's mainly, I'm not saying this isn't the main purpose, but a lot of time you go to listen to the music, right? And I think that's still true today, and it's mostly just about the music and like different locations, blah, 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 blah. But I feel like people are getting out of favor with the fact that, like, you know, you're going to a place just to listen to music. Yeah, and I mean, most of this is theory crafting, this is just the way I'm thinking, but it's drawn from some of my experiences I've had going to different clubs and stuff, and different shows and different events, that when people go somewhere, they don't want to just listen to music or just party. They like to be like really entertained, right? Which is essentially what I think the purpose of going to festivals or nightclubs or anywhere where they're playing music is. You want to be entertained, right? That's why you pay an exorbitant amount of money to go to festivals and other niche festivals like Burning Man, Shambhala, Faded, if we can call that a festival, or like Pemberton and stuff, because they were not just the music, it was like a whole experience built around. So I think music used to be in a place where you'd go to a show, you go to a festival, and it would literally just be the music and then the person on stage with lights and stuff like that. And you listen to your music, you listen to your favorite artist, and you go different places, or at festivals, you go to eat, you do this, blah, 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 blah. And then you just come back, and not really a lot was invested into the experience of actually being there. And then some extra stuff to go along with it. So nothing too fabulous, nothing too fantastic, but enough to warrant the price, or seem like it makes sense, or it's reasonable enough, and then put the music in there with a good enough artist or a top tier artist to really bring people in, and that would be good enough for most festivals. But I think this is changing, and that's what I want to discuss today in this video. So in this next part, we're going to talk about where I see the music industry going and the music shows like festivals and nightclubs going. So like I was talking about earlier, where I see from, as opposed to where the music industry was in the past, shows and festivals, nightclubs are really opening their eyes to what's really possible with providing an experience and making themselves different from every other nightclub. So you see nightclubs coming up with Boost It for the patrons, right? And for the people who are attending. And same thing's going on with the festivals. That's why you've seen so many festivals pop out with these super duper unique ideas like Shambhala, like Burning Man, like I mentioned before, and really making the show not just about the music, but about the experience surrounding music, to really amplify it. So if you've ever gotten a chance to go to a really incredible music festival, but like, and I'm not saying like more basic music festivals like Faded in the Park or Contact or anything like that is bad, but it's different from a music festival that has a whole kind of theme and experience built around it. Because I feel like if you went to Burning Man and then you went to Fade in the Park, you wouldn't even think they're like categorized in the same way. It's the same thing with Shambhala. It's not just about the music at Shambhala. It's about being with everyone else and like in a forest. And from the people who have been, I haven't been yet, they say it's like an experience all in itself. It's like, it's not only the music that is important, but it's like the people that you surround yourself with, the whole experience of being in the forest and feeling alone but super together is incredible. And I think that's where the music industry is going to start pushing shows. So like the shows that you see at nightclubs are going to start to become more extravagant, and people are going to be investing more into not just the music and the sound system and stuff, but like when you walk into the nightclub, make it like a full out experience, right? That's something that I dream to do one day with my shows, is to have it like as soon as you walk into whatever venue I'm playing at, it's gonna be like you're already inside of the show. Like even if I haven't started playing yet, or even if someone else is playing before me or after me, it's like you walk into this venue and it's gonna be a whole experience revolving around my music. And I think that's what really makes some of these artists that I'm gonna talk about in the next part so amazing, and that's why people love seeing them so much, because it's not just about the music for them, it's about like the way they make you feel going into different places, and the venues that they set up, and like the props and the lighting and everything else along with the music, which makes it really special. But we'll cover that in the next part. So now I want to talk about the artists who are really kind of pushing this forward, and again mention some festivals who are really pushing this forward as well. So I think the main ones are going to be people like Excision, Flume, Porter Robinson, Travis Scott, who else? You guys probably know a lot more people than I do, just off the top of my head here. But each of them are doing something unique in their sphere, which makes them unique from everyone else, right? So like Porter Robinson has his own kind of motif with Virtual Self, and his shows are not just about the music, but about the experience itself, right? And he made his own festival, Second Sky, not too long ago. You can say the same thing about Excision, probably even more so in Excision's case, because he makes all of his visuals, and he made his music festival, I forget what it's called, Lost Lands. And that itself is one of the most themed festivals that I know of. And then we could also talk about places like I mentioned, Shambhala and Burning Man they're not just about the music. And even in Burning Man's case, most of the time it's not even about the music. It's more about the art and about being self-reliant and really communicating with everyone else there, which really makes it a unique experience. And I think that's where music is going, or at least the show part of the music is going, where it's not just about showing people the music, it's about giving them a whole experience. And that's eventually what I want to do as well, is when people come to one of my shows, I want it to be like you walk into the venue and then the experience starts right there. It doesn't have to wait until I actually get on stage or my music starts playing or anything like that. But I want the whole thing to be like an experience, which I think people are going to really appreciate. And that's where I think music is going, and shows itself as well. So that's been this week's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys thought about this. Like, do you think that's where music is going? Do you think music is not going that way? Do you think that already existed? Do I even know what I'm talking about? Who knows? But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you can be updated, because I post every week on Monday at noon. And then if you like the video, like it. If you disliked it, give it a thumbs down and let me know why in the comment section below. Again, guys, thank you so much, and I will see you guys next week with a new video. So where I think the music industry or the show persona per se. Ah, it sucked. Okay, go again.